Hey guys, today we're talking about the lowest rated products in UK beauty retailers, mainly Cult Beauty and Beauty Bay. Those are the ones that I went on. It was very difficult to find the lowest rated stuff purely because in like the filters you can do high price tag to low price tag, low price tag to high price tag, but with ratings you can only do high to low, you can't do low to high. So I had to set it to high to low and then scroll all the way down through all the products and then go back and screenshot things and screenshot the reviews. So this took a while to screenshot everything and just figure things out because obviously it didn't make it very easy for me. So today's video is very kindly sponsored by Odin's Eye, who are giving you 10% off if you use my code. It will be in the link in the description. It's just code Angelika. And I just wanted to show you guys what I used on my face today. So it's these three products. They're some of my favorites. We have their original palette. This is one of the first ones they've ever released. I think it was the second one. And it's just one of my favorites. The first one I received when I started, receiving PR from Odin's Eye, and it's just like my favorite palette. I love it. I used just these two mattes in the crease and kind of outer area, and then I used this gold, which is, and I dug my nail into it. This happens every time. Then I used this shade all over the lid and this shade on the inner corner, which is the most beautiful white to yellow gold shift that I've seen in a really long time. I love this palette. As you can see, I've made a huge dip in this because I used to be obsessed with this shade here. I'd wear it pretty much every time I used this palette, but then I tried to venture out into the different shades in this palette, so I left this one alone. But this one's so tempting every single time because it's the most special shade ever. It's like a chartreuse gold. As you can see, I've made a huge dent in there, and yeah, I just love this palette. I think it's got everything you need. It's got like the deeper browns to create like a smoky eyeliner with. It's got these like transition shades. It's got a shade to set your eyelid with. It's got multiple different shimmers and this really special black with blue shimmer going through it. I think it's an amazing palette with kind of big pans, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. So I used this one, and then for my cheeks I used the Fruit blusher, which is the matte one in Ripe Papaya, which is such a stunning pink. It's so beautiful and it just looks amazing on the cheeks. Look at this, look at this. It goes with any look. Like I've literally got yellow on my eyes and pink on my cheeks, but somehow it just works. It looks beautiful. I love it. This pink is super special. I don't think I have anything that looks quite like this in my collection. It's just so stunning. And the formula on these is so buttery. Like you touch it and it's just the softest, silkiest, smoothest thing. Blends like a dream, super pigmented. You don't use a lot of it, and this will last you a lifetime. For my highlight, I've got one from their newest collection. So they started out with making 4-pan palettes, which are also stunning, but then for the most recent collection they came out with these singles, and this one is the purple one. So they have a purple, blue and pink, and this is the purple, but actually you get more of a gold shift with this one because of the like glitter particles. So this is what it looks like. It looks amazing in the sunlight. It's got like specks of not glitter but like more chunky shimmer, and it just glimmers under the sunlight like your cheek is wet, but like gold wet. It's beautiful. Just pick whichever shade you want. It's just marbled and stunning and super aesthetic for pictures as well, because you guys send me a lot of pictures when you get your Odin's Eye stuff, which I love seeing. So like I said, if you guys want 10% of anything on the website, you can use my link in the description. And yeah, thank you to Odin's Eye for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into what we're filming. Before we get into the video, hit that bell, subscribe, like and comment for engagement. Also, social media and my drama channel will all be in the description, along with anything else you might need to find. So let's get into it. So I don't have the review screenshot for everything, just like the most interesting ones. So with Cult Beauty, we have the Nars Air Matte Blush in the shade Orgasm. And it says, super disappointed with this blush. Orgasm is so sheer, it doesn't even come up as pink. It's just translucent glitter. Really gutted as you can't send back used products, but this will just sit at the bottom of my drawer. I wish I could submit a photo. Don't waste your money on this. Then we have the Chantecaille Lip Chic, maybe, Butterfly Collection. Very disappointing product. I love Chantecaille and have many of their products, and most of them are really good, but not this lipstick. I bought Clover and Hyssop. First of all, Clover is way too light and I'm light medium, but the most disappointing part is that they bleed. Even with lip liner, after an hour of wear, it doesn't look good. Suku has a similar formula and doesn't move. For a lipstick that costs £38, it's a shame. Oh my god, I hate when you buy high-end stuff and it's just like the most disappointing thing ever. Even with like drugstore is disappointing, but when you spend like 50 on an eyeshadow palette and it's garbage, you literally want to just throw it against the wall. And in England, you can't return used cosmetics. I know in America, most places, I think what people said is if you use like a certain amount, you can still return it if you don't like it. In the UK, anything that's been opened or used cannot be sent back. Only things unopened and unused, which is why this is more irritating, because you can't send things back. So now that you have that context, let's continue. Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump Lip Plumper. Does not work on me, even a slight tingle, just like putting clear gloss on. Really can't recommend. Same here. I tried the Too Faced Extreme Lip Plumper and I felt absolutely nothing. It was a clear lip gloss. Where's the extreme lip plump? And then someone in my comment section told me I got a dud. Like, I bought it off Beauty Bay. They're not gonna send me a fake or a dupe. It's just like, it just didn't work on me at all. Not my mom, not me. There was zero plumping. So that was money well spent. Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in travel size. Whilst knowing I was spending 16 quid on a travel size brow product, I was not expecting something shorter than a Vogue cigarette, which I'm sure I'll burn through just as fast. The product comes out like a butterfly's tongue and it's just ineffectual. That's £16 for a whisper of brow paste that I'm too scared to use firmly in case the entire thing crumbles into expensive compost. Why is this review the funniest thing I've ever read? Hold on. No one needs a travel brow product when a pencil is the size of a pencil. It's my own fault, but really there should be a photo of it being held, which doesn't exist because everyone would realize how stupid it is and how silly it would be to pay money for a sample size. I bought this because it takes me so long to go through a brow product. This would last a week at best. I'm going to be honest with you guys, the Hourglass brow pencil lasts about 2.5 seconds before it's all gone. It was a great pencil, great shade, great pencil, great size, great everything, but it literally lasted me 2.5 seconds. Like, I went through that thing probably in, like, an honest answer, probably 2 weeks. I usually have brow pencils for like a month. So that one, it was very expensive, didn't last very long. And yeah, it was just kind of like, I wouldn't repurchase. I remember I said in an empties video, I wouldn't repurchase it purely because it's so expensive and it does not last a long while. It broke off a lot of the times as well. Like, it would snap off. So I just wouldn't recommend it. I'd recommend the brow gel over the brow pencil because it lasted a little bit longer and you actually got more out of it. With this one, it was just disappointing because it was just such a good product, but it literally, you breathed and it was gone. So I agree with this review, mainly because it got travel size. That's literally going to last a week for £16. That's a lot to spend on brow products in a month. Then we have the Zoeva Pure Matte Lips. Pure Matte Lips. The shade is definitely not as described. Looked more stoned than an extremely watered down version of the image of Wicker Wings. Leave your lips feeling dehydrated. I feel like that's most liquid lipsticks at this point. I feel like most of them don't really have good reviews because people realize how crusty, musty and dusty they make your lips look. So yeah, I feel like this is just kind of like the general consensus now, is that they're very not hydrating at all. We have a few more products where the reviews just weren't that interesting. So we have the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Blurring Primer. We have the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator for £8. The Milk Makeup Kush Waterproof Mascara. Some people say that that flakes on them really bad. I haven't had that experience, but enough people have had that experience to give it a low rating. Chantecaille Faux Mascara. £40 and has a 2 out of 5 rating. Avoid at all costs if you don't want to be angry. NYX Professional Makeup Doll Eye Mascara Long Lash, also 2 out of 10. I mean 2 out of 5. Surette Diaphne Loose Powder and Matte, 2 stars. The Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips Makeup Bag for some reason has a 2 out of 5 stars. That's a really bad makeup bag if that's the rating we're going with. Benefit Roller Eye Bright. It's like a brightening pencil, also 2 stars. The Kapari Coconut Body Glow. Not great. Hourglass Lash Curler. Now that's a 2 out of 5 star rating and I feel like that's justified considering the lash curler is £30. I don't know when you need to spend £30 on a lash curler. I think anything below £10 is reasonable. So yeah, I understand why the rating's so low because I just feel like it doesn't really, it's probably not going to do much more than a regular lash curler anyway. Indeed Labs, some kind of a nano blur primer. This is really interesting. The Urban Decay Vice lipsticks have a 2 out of 5. If you've tried the Vice lipsticks, let me know what you think about them. We have the Becca Hydrate Plumping Lip Balm, 2 out of 5. I tried the translucent shade and it was fine. Like, it wasn't anything to write home about, but I've never tried the actual shade, so maybe the shades are like not as great. Nars Climax Extreme as a 2 out of 10. The Nars Claudette Cheek Duo as well. A lot of Nars products don't get good reviews on Cult Beauty, which is strange. The Milk Makeup Kush Liquid Eyeliner. The 2-timer Dual Ended Eyeliner from NYX. The Milk Makeup Kush Triple Brow Pen. I haven't heard great things about that brow pen either. And then we get into Beauty Bay, where I have some reviews as well. So we have the Milani Eyetech Extreme Vinyl Liquid Eyeliner in Shiny Black, and the reviews are terrible, doesn't work at all, literally get no product from it. This liner drew a few feeble lines at first and then stopped working altogether. After a day of being stuck upside down, it resumed drawing almost transparent lines, and that was all improvement I got. But it is waterproof as declared. I got a hard time trying to wipe it from the back of my hand after I tried it out. Horrible. And then someone wrote a comment in French, so not helpful. And then we have the Fast Brow Pomade from Makeup Revolution. It's like this like weird pencil looking thing. Not a natural brow look. Not easy to use even for the best brow techs. Not much control on the amount of product that comes out, so it can cause lumps and not natural fine hair sweeps. And someone said useless. Didn't write any like actual bulk of writing and just posted a picture of the thing, and it does look useless. Who has brows that big? I mean, some people do, but definitely not all of us, and that would be not a great product. Then we have the LA Girl Fine Line Eyeliner in dark blue. and it's a nice color and smooth texture, but it can be a bit hard to get product to the very end of the felt tip. This applies like an eyeliner that's been hidden at the bottom of your makeup bag for 4 years with the lid off. The color is really nice, but attempting any form of precision with this is impossible. It's dry and faded and very smudgy. Disappointing. The only thing I can say is that very much no color payoff, goes dry immediately, would not recommend. You'd honestly be better off using an eyeshadow. Then we have the MUA Makeup Academy Shimmer Silk Highlighter. Someone said, I wish I could give it 0 stars. Normally I love MUA highlighters, but this formula does not work at all. No pigment at all. Worst highlighter, but fun to squish. It's one of those like squishy highlighters. This MUA Makeup Academy matte lipstick in Infatuation. And someone said, I didn't like Infatuation because it didn't go with my skin tone and ended up looking super fake. It's cheap and you understand why when you put this lipstick on. The color is weird, texture is flimsy and patchy even as a top coat. Really don't waste your money. And I find with lipsticks that tends to be the case. I feel like regular drugstore brands, kind of like Maybelline, L'Oreal, have really nice lipsticks. High-end brands have really nice lipsticks, but those kind of like MUA Makeup Academy lipsticks have that like weird cheap lipstick smell, like almost like plastic, if that makes sense, like children makeup kind of. So lipsticks are the one thing where I'm like, spend a tiny bit more, get 1 lipstick instead of 5, one that you really love, and get like a really good formula that works for you rather than 5 kind of cheaper ones, because they can be a little bit iffy. Okay, so we have the Ardell Magnetic Lash Wispies, and these are not the ones that I use. So recently they came out with an actual liner that is like magnetic, so you only stick 1 eyelash onto the liner, but before they just did 2 sets of lashes with magnets in between that you'd stick together, and I think it was just difficult to make that happen, and it was also just really thick because you're putting 2 sets of lashes on. So when they used to do those, the reviews weren't that great. So people said the bottom ones are the same as the upper ones, so it doesn't really get stuck together as it should because the magnets aren't on different sides. Impossible to use, the applicator doesn't work, and when applying they stick together before you even get them near your eye. Once on the lashes they fall off, waste of money. Very disappointing, they don't work well at all. Had to cut them to fit my eye, and then they didn't stick together properly, and when I did eventually get them on, they fell off after a few minutes because they're too heavy. And then we have the mascara, the MUA Makeup Academy Amplified Volume Mascara, and the reviews for that are hard to remove, really nice on, but so hard to get off, very thick but nice if you have a lash separator. It is great and affordable, but only problem is with the brush. It's a bit too big and clumps up the lashes. It can be a nightmare for the lower lash line. It comes off super easily. So 2 very different reviews. I wonder what makeup removers they use, because there's 2 very drastically different reviews. I don't recommend it if you're expecting to be a little oily or sweat slightly throughout the day. The formula is quite thick, come to think of it. It's better to spend a little more money to invest in a better quality product. I cannot tell the difference between a normal black mascara and this one. Then we have this Ardell Magnetic Gel Liner. So the one I use is in like an actual brush tip liner, but this one is the one in the pot, and that one doesn't have good reviews either. So people said it doesn't actually give any magnetic pull for me at all. Kind of expensive for a liner that doesn't do the one thing that it's supposed to stand out. Absolutely love this liner, except that removing it was slightly hard. So very different reviews. And then someone said good eyeliner, very pigmented and smooth, and will not go away easily. I had to use eye makeup remover oil. The thing that I don't like is that the brush applies the liner too thick, and it's really difficult to get a nice thin line. It held the lashes pretty well. So like, very different. See, this is what I mean by like, makeup's not universal. One person can love a product and everyone else will hate it, and then someone will hate a product and everyone else will love it. I feel like that's the issue with recommending stuff on YouTube as well. As someone who does YouTube beauty content, is you might really love a product and then it will be the worst thing that someone tried, and it gets really disappointing because you're like really excited about it, and then people spend their money on it and then you're like, oh, I feel bad now because you don't like it. So then we have these Wet n Wild Color Icon glitter singles in brass and bleached. They have similar reviews. They're $2.25 each, which is actually really affordable, but here are the reviews. Very easy to use, does not require additional product, it shines very festively. So that was a 5 out of 5. But someone said Mank Vaseline. Awful, never have I been so conned in my life. The minute you touch it, you know you've been duped. Completely fake. Weird Vaseline-like stuff with a small layer of sparkle on top, which is gone when you go to swatch. So all you've got is some Mank Vaseline. I wouldn't buy again, don't waste your money. This is just Vaseline with an overspray, not even good as a cream eyeshadow. The Vaseline is way too oily and greasy, and the small amount of glitter is scratchy when trying to blend. Once again, I don't know if I'd recommend this product. Even for $2.25, I feel like £5 you can get something much better that you actually enjoy using than this Vaseline with glitter on top. Then we have this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Foundation. So someone said, I usually purchase ivory or porcelain shade foundations that have very pale skin. I purchased F.5 and it made me look even more ghost-like. The foundation didn't blend well and dried to a really matte powdery finish, so it looked like white face paint. It was so bad. It's too heavy for my type of skin. I don't like the effect after applying. It's not integrating with my skin at all. I wanted to love this because of the wide range of pale color options, but the consistency is incredibly chalky and drying. I've even tried mixing it with a light moisturizer, but it doesn't improve the situation. Even for a matte foundation, like even if you're looking for a matte foundation, probably chalky is not what we're going for. Then we have this Makeup Revolution Eye Glisten thingy, like double-sided thingy. And someone said, The metallic side is okay, the color is alright, but the glitter part is a huge letdown. It does not go on easy at all, and if you do manage to get it on, it pulls up everything with it and you can't do much with it at all. It had a layer of dried out product around the rim. I would give 5 stars. However, I found that the glitter wasn't pigmented at all and didn't show up on the eye. The foil, on the other hand, is absolutely amazing, so pigmented and very blendable. The packaging is great, however, I found that the top of the foil end broke, so now you get a little bit too much product, and that's easily fixable. So, mixed reactions. I mean, if you just want it for the metallic side, get it, but you're not going to probably enjoy the glitter side. So like going through this whole video process, right, I've realized that Makeup Revolution products get really bad reviews. Like I don't think there are many Makeup Revolution products that I've seen have like above a 4-star, like a 3-star. A lot of them are most of the time discounted right after they get released, and they have really bad reviews. So I don't know how Makeup Revolution still makes money when literally all of their products get really bad reviews. If you've tried anything from Revolution that you really enjoyed, let me know in the comment section. Like let me know what it is so that other people can actually try Revolution products without experiencing this, because this is really sad. Then we have this highlight, the Revelation Pro Luster Highlighter in rose gold specifically. And someone said, shades darker than in photo. It's a lot more darker in real life than it is in the photo, just to warn. Bought it thinking this would be a same quality as the other rose highlights, but this one seems to have a slightly different formula compared to the others. It's not as soft and buttery as the other shades and has a really chunky glitter in it, whereas the other ones don't have this chunky glitter in them. Disappointed as it's not cheap for a drugstore highlighter. It's a shame because I love the formula of the other shades. So just beware, they're all good except for the rose one, like the rose shade. So or a rose pattern, like the rose shade. This lip tint from Dr. Lip in Sweet Potato. And someone said, I don't know who lied to you, but this isn't a tint, it's just plain lip balm. There's no pink colour to it whatsoever, it's transparent, but it moisturises my lips. Missing? Tint. Cute little bottle design, and for the price I had high expectations, especially for a little product. But there is no tint in this. It's similar to just putting a very thick clear gloss on. Quite hard to squeeze out of the tube too. And then someone else said, it's so pretty and I love that it's taste and scentless. I suffer from a very sensitive skin and I haven't had issues with this product. So once again, you just have to make your mind up. I think I have this lip product, but I just haven't tried it yet because I got it for free from something. Then we have this Lily Lashes Brush On Lash Adhesive for $12.50. And someone said, I found this product way too tacky. It stayed tacky hours after it had been applied and felt horrible wearing it. Even when I took it off, it kept sticking my lashes to my eyelid. Would definitely not recommend. And then someone else gave it 5 stars, but it's in French. So once again, can't let you guys know what the 5-star review said, but someone said don't buy this. It dries out quickly, gets too sticky and won't apply evenly. Not worth the price. Lashes don't stay on for long. Tried with a lot of different brands of lashes. It's definitely the glue that's the problem. Lily Lashes is really popular, so that's really strange to see that their like main focus is lashes and they have a really bad lash glue. I feel like that's just a strange thing to do. Then we have this Revolution Pro New Neutral Translucent Pressed Powder, and someone said this will make you look like Casper the Ghost unless you apply it extremely carefully in specific areas with a light hand. Any reapplication will make you seem white as a corpse unless you are skilled. Only apply this in a few areas and then the powder will be usable. I don't recommend it for beginners new to makeup since it will be hard to learn to use this correctly. Did not have a lot of fallout. First application was very smooth and nice looking. Second application dried my face and made it hurt. And then someone else said it's good, but the product itself is okay. It's perhaps a bit more white than translucent, which I personally don't mind that much. We also have this Ardell Stroker Brow Feathering Pen. So faint that you can hardly see it. Disappointed. But then someone else gave it 5 stars and said perfect brows every time. I use these type of pens for my brows for years. This is the first time I changed the brand. It was much better than my old brand. Gave lovely thin lines without having to force it on. The brush always had product on as other brands dry out and you need to go heavy on the brush to get it flowing again. But not with this brand. Very happy. I have ash blonde brows and the colour matched perfectly, and that's for taupe, I believe they said. Useless, simply does not work. It is empty. On my eyebrows, last time I purchased medium brown, it was too dark. The light brown was empty. Useless. Straight to the point. We love to see it. There's Florence by Mills Like a Light Skin Tint, and actually Florence by Mills as well. A lot of the products go on sale all the time and the reviews are not great, but the price tag is quite high, so that's probably not a good combination. So we have weird smell and streaky consistency. I had such high expectations. I'm very disappointed in this product. Perhaps it just doesn't work for my skin type. Combination with acne, but I think it is overpriced for what it does. I was so upset with this product. As soon as it touched my skin, I went red all over my face. I was so disappointed as I had waited so long to order and receive these products and spent around $200. It's okay, it doesn't cover up much. I have tried other BB cream skin tints that cover up more and the scent is odd, but it's okay for what it is, which isn't saying much considering it's £18. The LA Girl Pro Powder HD Definition Setting Powder. I know what's going to be the issue with this. Flashback, I bet, because I remember reading these reviews and I know. Big no, it sucks, always keep residue, can't be blended, you can't bake using this. And no, great setting powder, but awful flashback. I knew it. It's an HD powder, like that's just the kind of thing with HD powders. I was very upset when I was already out and a friend decided to take a photo, but it was too late by then. I had white patches all over my face. But then someone said quality translucent powder overall. Very fine powder, so when opening, be careful. Use over 2 months, quality powder, but not the easiest to apply to the face and neck evenly with powder puff. However, works well with makeup. My makeup stayed in place for over 12 hours. So Depends if you're taking flash photography, if you're doing flash photography or not. If you're just going about your day, this might be a really good option for you because it blurs. I remember like HD powders used to be the ones for blurring, but if you're going out and you're taking flash photography, then you don't want to be James Charles, you know, Flashback Mary. That's just not a good look. And then we have the last one, which is Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix Fixing Spray. I've tried a Revolution setting spray before and it was super scented, like to the point where I smelt it for another hour or two and it really gave me like a migraine. And then it also was so oily that it broke my makeup apart, so it wasn't great. And this one, the reviews say, not a favorite. It smells kind of funky and doesn't make a noticeable difference from anything else. Too much spray. Too much comes out when sprayed on, made my makeup melt down my face. That was my issue. It sprayed like bits of spray onto your face and it would just like melt that bit off. And then that's all we have. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, including what you love, what you hate, anything about these products or any other products that you want to warn people about. You know, give all the warnings in the comment section down below so that other people don't waste their money. Subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.